What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through on how to apply for multiple high limit business credit cards from the same bank. This is really important because let's say you're applying with Chase Bank and you get a $50K card. If not done correctly, if you try applying for the second card, there's a good chance they might give you a low limit or even deny you if you aren't doing it correctly. So key thing to note here is many banks have multiple 0% business credit cards. So they sometimes only have one, sometimes they'll have two, sometimes three or more. And anytime they have more than one, I definitely want to establish that relationship with them. Now, the reason knowing how to apply for multiple high limit business credit cards is so important is, let's just say you get approved for a $50K card with Chase for 12 months. Let's say that 0% interest ends and you're ready to apply for another card. You could get that second card at $50K or even higher limits for another 12 months. That is huge. Now, another bonus hack to even stack on top of that is I'll share with you guys in a later video, but it's a really cool hack because with some banks, you could do what's called a credit limit transfer. That's going to be in the following videos. And basically, you could stack that $50K you got from the first card where the 0% ended, stack that onto the second $50K card you got that does have 0%. Now you have about $100K at 0% on that second card. So this is really huge. I'll walk you guys through on how that strategy works, but that's a little bonus hack we'll be seeing here in the near future that I'll walk you through. So when it comes to applying for multiple high limit business credit cards from the same bank, here's how you do it. So the general rule of thumb is you want to pay down the utilization of the first card at a minimum of 50% or lower. So for example, let's say that first Chase card at $50K, you max it out on the first one and you want to apply for the second one, you want to bring that utilization down to at least 25K for them to consider giving you another similar or higher limit on the second card. And if you put yourself in the bank's perspective, they're not just going to lend out millions of dollars no matter like how many cards you apply for without seeing any of the money back in return. So, you just got to kind of put yourself in their shoes. But a really cool super hack with this is this also applies to when you're applying for the same card with a different LLC. So what I mean by that is if you have, let's say, two LLCs, you can apply for that same card under the other LLC. The only thing is, yes, you still have to pay that utilization down below. So theoretically, you could apply for the same card, 2, 3, however many LLCs you have. And that's why I am a big proponent from the very early on videos of mentioning how it's really important for us to have at least two. We'll get all the funding on one LLC, know how to do it, then rinse and repeat that same process for the second one. Now, one thing to note is with business credit cards, other banks can't see your utilization from bank to bank. So if you have a $50K approval with Chase and then a $25K approval with Amex, and you're maxing out each of those cards, Chase can't see that you maxed out Amex and Amex can't see that you maxed out Chase, which is really cool because it won't affect your chances of getting approved from other banks. It's only internally if you're applying from that same bank's other credit cards. They do have access to seeing your credit limits on other cards that's part of that bank. So if you're applying for multiple Chase cards, again, moral of the story is make sure that utilization is paid down so you can get higher or similar credit limits. But that's it for the video. Applying for multiple high limit business credit cards. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.